Starminer is a space game where you build and fly modular ships, mine asteroids, manage resources, and slowly grow a little industrial empire out in space. The game is made by a 4-person team, and it is heading into early access on May 27. This is one of those videos where I carefully went through every single developer stream and info dump that I could find to bring you all the relevant info about this game, condensed into one short video. I did however not yet get a key for this game myself, unfortunately, but maybe it will still arrive in time. So let's get into this. What makes this stand out? It's essentially how far the simulation actually goes. Your ships have real mass and real thrust. Heat builds up and has to be managed. Supply chains need to be set up and maintained. Most space games stop at one or two of these things. This one tries to do all of it at once, and the long-term satisfaction comes from watching a self-sustaining operation gradually coming together from nothing. To give a few examples: automated refinery ships, hauler drones running routes, entire cargo networks moving resources between stations, while you focus on expanding. And this slow accumulation is what the game is built around. So what does playing it actually look like? You're flying a spacecraft you assembled yourself from individual modules, thrusters, mining lasers, cargo bays, solar panels, drone hangars, all of this stuff. You fly out to an asteroid belt, orient the ship so your lasers are pointing at the rock, and your hauler drones go out to collect whatever breaks off. Meanwhile, heat is building up. The power grid is under strain, and you have to be careful not to hit anything, because the physics don't forgive mistakes. From everything shown, the game can get stressful and funny in equal measure. The ship building of course matters a lot. Every module you add changes how the ship handles. More cargo means more mass, and the heavy ship is sluggish, slow to turn, slow to stop, and hard on the engines. Where you place things matters too, because the component orientation actually affects how systems function. For example, there's a navigation gimbal system, and if it gets misconfigured, then your controls can actually invert on you. Heat is another constant concern. Reactors and modules generate it continuously, and it has to either be vented or radiated away. And none of this seems to get explained gently. The resources you mine from asteroids are iron, silicates, cobalt, thorium, ionite, and water. Ionite seems to be the most valuable and sells for a lot. From raw materials you can manufacture nuclear fuel, ammunition, and plasma cells. The solar panels seem to work fine early on, but for deep space operations you will eventually need nuclear reactors. Now moving resources around is a whole system on its own. The simplest option seems to be docking directly with another ship or station, and trading face to face. Beyond that, cargo bay networks let you transfer things remotely between stations. You can jettison cargo into space and have hauler drones pick it up. Dedicated trade ships can move entire cargo modules from one place to another, and at the largest scale we have seen so far. You can flag storage modules for sale, and NPC ships then arrive through interplanetary gates to purchase them automatically. The gap between doing all of this manually and having it run on its own is basically what long-term progression looks like in this game. The more you build and mine, the more your heat signature grows, and once this heat signature gets high enough, aliens show up and attack. You have to build defensive ships and weapons to protect what you made, but the game is primarily about the industrial side of things. Defense is something you have to take seriously eventually, but it is not the main focus of the game. The game does have 3 modes: a campaign with a main mission chain, a survival mode with enemy waves, and a free sandbox. The game is not going to appeal to everyone. There seems to be a lot of downtime while mining runs happen. The controls have a real learning curve, and the simulation definitely goes deep enough that the tutorials alone take hours. But for people who enjoy slow burn industrial games, where the primary satisfaction mainly comes from a system finally clicking into place and running smoothly, then this looks like exactly that kind of game. As for the early access specifically, you get a full tutorial, campaign mode, survival mode, and sandbox from day one. Over roughly a year of early access, the developers plan to add multiplayer and a deathmatch mode, along with modding tools for custom components. They also plan to add more units, more construction options, and a bigger tech tree. The campaign will expand and become more dynamic over time.